Yes, I'm I think I did overreact. That was the anger, the frustration of why should I be this way?
I have the biggest heart. It hurts me so bad because I haven't really found love in the times that I actually thought I did.
No be shit.
Are you serious?
Yes, we see that, and I mean they say come and say make I go meet people, make we inform, say she na.
Rooboy has apologized to Imisi for the gang up that happened during their task presentation. Please, in case you missed it, you can go and watch the video on my channel where everything was well explained. So now, but something happened before this apology. So the narrative the housemates came up with while at the arena for their wager task presentation was that nobody guessed Imisi's name and she stepped out to go and unmask. Okay, and they were also insisting that the write-up does not match with Imisi because the write-up was saying, I'm God-fearing, I'm in control of my emotions, and they didn't believe maybe Missy would write something like that down. Now, after they came into the house, Coin, who was the very person that read out the dusk containing Imisi's character, now came to call Rooboy aside, saying, I actually guessed Imisi's name before she stepped out. After reading it, he guessed Imisi, and honestly, he mentioned Imisi's name. But the house now, they were being blinded by, trying to force a character into Imisi, so they didn't really pay attention. And Rooboy now turned to Coin, telling Coin that this thing is beginning to look like a mind game. Is either Big Brother is playing a mind game on them or a housemate is. And then they now started mentioning people they are wearing that they ended up not unmasking. And Rooboy said, in fact, that right now he's suspecting Ortega. But one thing Rooboy said that I actually found funny is that Rooboy said that he needs to wise up, that the housemates are beginning to use him as a tool against their fellow housemates, because why is it that of all the people in the house, it was him they came to meet a kind of a consensus to say, oh, is Imisi that is behind the mischief, is Imisi that is a fake housemate? And he was like, why they even agree that as a house to say is Imisi that is behind the whole thing happening in the house, even after Imisi has already unmasked. He now said no, that these guys are beginning to use him, because what are the odds that the person who is behind all of this is even among those telling him, oh, let's say it's Imisi, blah blah blah, because it can be anybody. Although while Coin and Rooboy was saying no, that is not Imisi that is behind all of that, and that the write-up actually matches that of Imisi, Doris reread it again, saying no, there is no way this would be Imisi. Okay, but then later on, Rooboy decided to go meet Imisi in the company of Big Soso and Kola, and he started apologizing to Imisi, saying that why the housemates are sensing that that is you that is behind all of this is because why they're sensing you're a fake housemate and you're the one causing the mischief in the house is because you stood your ground that, oh, I'll go into that kitchen, I'll cook whatever I want. There is not everybody in the house that has that audacity. So those of them, let me not use the word coward, they were wondering, where would this girl get this gut from? So they just made up their mind that no, this girl is definitely a fake housemate, or the one Big Brother is using to cause chaos in the house. Well, Imisi told Rooboy that this thing is coming as a surprise to her, because even at the arena, that she was confused on what's going on. Why is everybody telling me to re-unmask again? Why is everybody saying it's Imisi? And Rooboy now told him no, and told her rather that it's a gang up, that they all came together and said it's you. That's why they chorused your name. And now and he then told Kola and Big Soso that honestly, moving on, he needs to play this game like a wise person. He needs to stop being sentimental and stop allowing people use him, because they're even putting him on a bad note, being the one that will speak for the rest of the house and all of that. And he now said, well, that even with all this happening, not like they themselves are perfect, that even him is not perfect. but it's just Imisi's audacity that keeps one that remains a wonder to them. And Big Sos actually said honestly that even her, she's not perfect. That the first week when they came in, she was being uptight. Not like the first week. They're still in their first week now. The earlier days in the house, how she was, dropping demands, dropping orders, don't do this, don't do that, that, she has this motherly trait in her that was manifesting. But this time around, she has decided to take a step back and focus more on the game. Still on reconciliation mode, Ortega also apologized to Denari for the chicken fight that happened last night. And Denari said honestly why it got to him is because number one, he's friends with Ortega, or he assumed Ortega is his friend. But that was yesterday was not even the first time Ortega has denied giving him something. He said there was a day Ortega made mashed potatoes, and after everything Ortega didn't give him that, and he's like, why are we then friends? You claim you and I are friends, but here you are giving other people's professional treatment. And he said that one thing he hates being angry over his food, because he loves food and he does not like being in a situation whereby he's hungry and he can't get food. That the last time something like that happened to him, when he came out of the place he was in, he bought lots of food. He could not even finish it. It was just out of anger. He decided to get more food for himself, get chicken, got drink, got all of that. He couldn't even take all, but it was just a kind of, when you've been hungry for quite a long time. And Ortega apologized for that. Meanwhile, this was made possible by Gigi Jasmine, and Gigi was telling them that please, this friendship we had within us, nothing should happen to it. I love how we are friends, and that's why I really want us to reconcile and get back and all of that. Gigi too like peace. Ortega also tried to apologize to Mensa, or rather he even apologized to Mensa, but Mensa didn't give him the attention and time like Denari did. Mensa kept saying, why did I apologize now? Maybe the chicken don't finish. You all know how Mensa talks. After that, Gigi Jasmine and Ortega stepped out to talk about Gigi Jasmine's relationship. And Ortega was telling Gigi that you actually said you'll be taking your time to ponder about things before taking decision. What actually happened? You didn't even get to take your you didn't even get to take your time. The next thing, boom. But Ortega then started asking Gigi, how present was your dad in your life? Was your father a good dad? I'm like, bro, from where to where? Anyways, I guess they're friends. They discuss sensitive issues. But Gigi Jasmine said to her dad was a very good man. The dad calls every day, keeps up on her. Although he wasn't a good husband, but he was a good father. And Ortega now asked Gigi Jasmine, growing up, did you experience love? Did you see love happen? And Gigi said no, she never saw that, and that's why up to now she doesn't know how to love. And even the time she has tried to is not being reciprocated back. That her love language is words of affirmation. You need to keep telling her you love her, and people has taken advantage of that, because people will say things to her, she will believe them, meanwhile they do not mean it. But she said on her own part, she can do anything for friends. Even when she's broke, she will go any lengths to make sure her friends are happy, dash them money. Even when she does not have, she will say, oh God, I know you're going to provide, and all of that. And then she now started sharing her past relationships with Ortega, telling him, oh, there was one, everything was going cool. All of a sudden the guy calls and say, oh, can we just be just friends? Another told her that, oh, I don't want to date Gigi Jasmine the DJ. I can date Gigi Jasmine but not Gigi Jasmine the DJ, because she said in Abuja she's quite popular in Abuja, Nigeria. And this person is like, no, he doesn't want to date her, being that she's that popular DJ. He wouldn't want Gigi's profession to overshadow his. More like when people want to describe it, they'll be like, oh, Gigi's DJ's girl, kind of husband or boyfriend instead of you having your own name. But well, Ortega now told her that honestly speaking, if that guy felt that way, that means he does not have substance, because substantial person won't be feeling that way. You have your thing going on and the lady have her thing going on, okay? But anyways, this conversation was actually interesting because I wanted to know where Ortega was heading towards. I wanted to know if he was trying to drive a point towards victory, because I know all of this will lead us to the decision of dating victory. But then Kayode being Kayode, Big Brother decided to move the camera onto the next people. But Gigi actually went emotional talking about her family. She even said the brother is a DJ, how he will want Big Brother to invite his brother to come play in the house, that the brother has really got her back. There was a time someone she was into, they were dating then, only for her to walk in on him having an affair with another girl, and then on her own birthday, the girl of all, they decided to come to her birthday where she was DJing in a club, that it was her brother that actually walked this girl out. It was quite an interesting conversation, I won't lie, but then we didn't get to hear the end of this to know what Ortega will advise her regarding victory and dating victory in the house. But from this whole conversation, honestly speaking, I don't want to conclude for victory, but I don't think victory is the person Gigi needs at this moment. Gigi needs someone that will give her that love, attention, quality time, words of affirmation, everything. Not somebody that's another person. Because if you listen to what happened yesterday when Gigi was complaining about boundary, victory didn't even get it. Midway into this their conversation, and I was like, can't these two date each other? Seems Ortega, it appears like Ortega understands Gigi very well. Can they ditch this their friendship thing, since Gigi wants love and is open to one? Are the both of them not single? Can't they date? Can't they since you understand this girl understands you, can't you both take the next step? Why will you just be friend? You're there advising. I don't know, but let me hear your opinion. What do you think? Tell me your own opinion in the comment section. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Yeah, I said Imisi, yeah, and she came out.
He was horrible to my mom, but he's an amazing father.